What up, Animaniacs? Today on Adam Does Stuff 25, we're going to go test out a bike. Schwinn wouldn't sponsor me, so one of my followers reached out and hooked me up with one of these Kent Oakwoods, cruiser style. Got the instructions right here, so let's see how hard it is to put together. Then we're going to test it out. Installing the pedals is pretty easy. You just twist them on and turn till they're nice and torque tight. Now, one thing that you're going to want to look for is the right has to match the right. If you don't do that, you're putting the wrong pedal on the wrong side. Channel locks, actually, will make it real tight. Don't just twist, like I said before. Now, installing the front wheel over here, okay, you're going to have a wheel retainer with a little hook. Okay, you're going to put that in like this onto a hole where that hook goes in, and then you're going to tighten up the washer. The handlebar's a pain in the ass. First, you got to take off this plastic piece on the bottom, okay? Forget that. Then you're going to want to push this thing into the hole, but it's got to reach this line. There's an arrow right here with a line. You want to make sure that that line is not showing. Let's try it out. Problem solving. There's a Allen key at the top. You want to loosen that as much as you possibly can, because then that'll loosen this bottom part that doesn't allow it to slide in. You do that, then you can slide it in. Now that I've slid it in the tube at the minimum insertion line, I'm going to go ahead and tighten up that Allen key. That will keep it in place. You're going to want to make your adjustments. Make sure the alignment's straight, all right? And then, bam, it's done. Just kidding. I could have done a whole video on this handbrake. Handbrake goes to the front. This thing is a pain in the ass. Refer to the manual on that one. I ain't even showing it. That's like a whole nother 3-minute video. All right, so we're riding around. We're straight East Coasting over here. Okay, I'm gonna look a little silly in my selfie stick, but we're doing all right over here. Now I'm only in second gear, and this thing pumps up real nice. Now I'm telling you, I say you get yourself a Kent. Forget about Schwinn's. Schwinn, you watching? Kent's got you. Kent's got you beat. The thing I gotta say is I feel like the shifting is super going down, super smooth. One thing I can't really get on board with is the clickety click clicks. You know, like when I'm not pedaling, just coasting, it's a straight click. Normal, I guess, for most bikes, but I gotta give it a knock. All right, so honest review: is the Kent Cruiser worth it? Yes, I give it 8.5.